I've accepted the fact that like I'm always gonna care about her. Like I'm not, there's no part of me that will ever forget about Cassie Randolph.
I think if you've had a romantic past with someone, there's always that possibility that it could happen again.
Caelan and I decided to be friends.
She has this thought we could just seemingly be friends and put our romantic history in the back seat.
You invest so much in them, like why would you just throw the friendship part away? Like I know it's more complicated with Caelan, but
girls and guys cannot be friends.
I know we're trying this new let's be friends thing. We were wondering if you might have someone to set me up with on a date.
whoa, you said we're friends. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay,
I think it's just clear she's not over me.
Everything revolves around this Cassie stuff, and he could just let it go and realize there's other girls out there.
One piece of advice for Tony would be to get a ring on that finger as soon as possible. I mean, you want to ask the lady to marry you, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a job though.
Because no matter how close you think you are to someone,
Tony!
just one little event and that thing can go downhill quick.
Tell me why you don't have a job. We're gonna get into this right now.
Most employers don't think I have enough experience. I'm a kid out of college, and they want at least some experience
Here
from
comes hard-hitting, good friend Caelan right now.
me. Lay it on me.
You're deflecting. You're putting it on the employers.
Well, I don't think it's on my behalf.
Tony.
The whole job market has such a high turnover rate, so like experienced people are even leaving their jobs after like 6 months to a year looking for work.
You have sent out less than one application a day.
Yeah.
This is you right now, 40 applications. Are we gonna eat a watermelon anytime soon, you think?
It's gonna take a lot of applications. I have essentially till the end of summer to get a job, or else I get shipped back to Alaska. You're being more aggressive with your approach. Is that
Right.
the metaphor here?
Well, I'm doing it.
Because I could
Yeah.
easily split this
No.
baby in one application if I have an aggressive approach.
I want you to show me how bad.
Want it! I have the requirements! I know InDesign, Illustrator, Photoshop! I've worked part-time at Subaru! You need to be giving me this job!
I just care about Tony. Sometimes the best way to get Tony to act on something is just make it visual.
I'm proud of his approach though, because he could have taken a bat,
Oh yeah.
but he opened it with his bare fist.
Our ideal candidate is innovative, creative, solving-minded designer and energized by organized chaos.
What? Okay, look at this right here. Graphic designer, $92,000 a year.
That would be a nice salary.
Let's look at the requirements. You meet these bad boys?
Yeah,
Okay.
more or less.
I'm gonna go ahead and say more then.
You know it's a lost cause.
Why?
They have over like 700 applicants. I've looked into it.
It's been a real bummer being out 3 months and not having any work and having one interview where they seemed positive and then never got back to me. I'm unemployed, have minimal savings, and I need to make some money.
Tony has asked me to go with Kendall and Linda to take some photos in his shirts. I mean, Tony's my friend, so of course I'm gonna go help him out.
Catastrofee, what is the meaning behind that?
meaning
behind that?
Catastrophe, it just means like a big disaster.
Well, yeah, I know what the word
Yeah.
catastrophe
Well, then why did you ask?
But what does it mean to you?
What it mean to me? It's the state that I feel like I'm in right now, that my life is just one big catastrophe.
Well, you know what? That's what we're here. That's what we're doing this photo shoot for.
That's why we're doing this. Can you pull your foot in a little bit more? Because it looks ginormous on camera.
You know how to talk
Not
to
in
a
real
woman.
life, just on camera.
Kendall and I have met a few times, and I'd say we're like acquaintances. I don't know. I get a weird vibe from Caelan's friends, and I know she's really close with Caelan, so I don't really know what she thinks about me, and I feel like Caelan's friends don't really like me. I don't know why. I feel like that way. I mean, I don't really know what to do about it though.
The persona we're going for is like, oh, this old thing on me? I don't really care.
this?
I'm just hanging out in
This
the
old
woods.
thing?
Let your little critter inside of you just
what
No,
about
stop
me?
smiling. Why are you doing that?
My little critter would smile. Okay.
Okay,
She's a squirrel.
I need a straight face from you, Kendall. That's not bad, that's not bad. All right. I got it.
Wild.
You got it?
Yeah, we got it.
You got it?
All right, let's get out of here.
Oh yeah, this is gorgeous.
You can get my bag.
Okay, I got Linda's
You can
bag.
get my backpack. All my things, Tony.
Things were fine with Kendall. It was fun. We, I don't know, got along. We didn't really talk about anything significant. So, I mean, it seems okay.
7-1.
8-1. You're seriously so garbage tonight.
One more.
Oh, my bad.
Math. 8-1.
I hate to not be better than Andre at anything. That could literally be video games. It could be how fast we responded to a group text or who gave the best hug to their mother. Oh, so badly I won.
All right, that's it.
That's so
Get
true.
down, bro.
Why you do?
Dude, go all the way up.
I am going all the way up.
Go all the way up.
I am, dude. Stop.
Go all the way up.
It's actually funny because at times in my relationship with Cassie, I would avoid talking to Andre because Andre always is going to tell me what he thinks is best for me. And at times, I was afraid that Andre was not going to be in support of Cassie and I.
And I mean, it's the same story over again. I just want to know why she wants you in her life. Like, she's got so many things going on, but she still wants to hang on to you. And she doesn't understand that, like, for a long time, hanging on to you meant you waiting, emotionally invested, fully invested, ready to commit to her, waiting. And now for the first time, you're in a place where you're like, you know what, I actually see why God could have this not be for me.
Right.
And then she just wants to keep you around. I mean, I don't know. I don't think she's a bad person. I just think she needs to figure out what she wants and what she loves. And like loving something or someone means you're ready to sacrifice other things for that person.
Right.
So if you're not willing to sacrifice your dreams
Right.
for the dream of being with you, then
It's just tough because even though my friends tell me that and I know that there's been some hurt that's been dished out to me by her, I don't know. I just think that she's kind of finding herself right now, but I think she's just a great girl. I think she has a good heart, and I think that it's hard to just completely just forget about it.
I have to be loyal to my woman.
So you can't sit on a rock with your friends?
Can you be loyal to
Let
her
me
right
ask you
here?
this. How would you feel if your boyfriend says, oh yeah, I was just hanging out with 3 girls in swimsuits by the rocks?
I mean, I don't know if I would feel much different from my boyfriend hanging out with 3 girls in swimsuits in a rock behind them. Like, it's the same thing. So come on over.
You do raise a good point, but I'll stay over here.
Okay.
And Tony, tell us about your girl.
What's there not to talk about?
And talk about it.
Okay.
They start with one thing.
There's so many.
One single thing.
Love of my life. She's just as kind as she is beautiful.
Yeah.
Can you see yourself spending the rest of your life with her? Choosing to love her every day, even when it's her time of the month?
Okay, yeah, I could see myself working through that. What about you, Cass? Got any input? What are the determining factors that you have to know that someone's the right person to marry?
I think it has to make sense, but then I think you also have to know, like, you have to want it really bad too, because I feel like you have to like feel like all in. So if you know that, then you know.
It's true.
Awesome.
I chose not to date anyone for 20 years. Whether that was by my own will or just I didn't have the ability to date anyone.
What I admire most about my parents is they're both really, really selfless. I mean, no matter what, I know my parents love each other, and at the end of the day, like, they have each other's back. Like, even if they feel like they've been wronged by the other, or like they're fighting or arguing, they're willing to compromise because they made a commitment to each other and to God. I think having the foundation of Christ in your marriage is so important, and that's when it's gonna last.
Should we hold hands in case one of the mermaids
I
comes
kind of
together?
just want to do it.
Okay, ready?
Okay, 1, 2,
2, 3. Tony do it alone. I'm so sorry. I literally told her to do it. Wait, this is so my God. You said it wasn't cold, you liar.
Cassie, you better get in right now.
Oh. Cassie, do it right now.
Now.
Are we gonna get back?
It's really slippery with the ouch. Guys, I'm getting up. Tony, now.
No. Right here. I'll meet you guys in the house.
Use your upper body strength.
Great job, ladies.
I can't. It's literally so slippery.
You just have to really want it. Actually feels kind of good if you're in here for enough time.
I'll just stay like this.
Tony!
He's literally walking away.
I've seen the stars in 1,000 lights. They don't compare to how you look tonight. I've seen the planets from up
Remember your
above.
Creator in the days of your youth before the days of trouble come and the years approach when you will say, I find no pleasure in them.
Feel exactly that way.
I think we should just enjoy the moment we're in because, like, you know, not a lot of people get to have this experience.
Yeah.
Especially with another brother, you know. As much as I love you ladies, I love Caelan and I miss that boy.
Is he coming up here?
Honestly, I've lost hope that he's gonna show up. He doesn't care about me, I guess.
Cassie, you wanna
Cassie?
chime in?
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Let's just avoid the elephant in the room.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. It didn't even occur to me, but actually it makes a lot of sense now.
Remember when you told me guys and girls can't be friends?
Yes, I did mention that. I do
I think
remember.
that is happening.
You're realizing that maintaining a friendship is...
It's a lot harder when it's one-sided.
I've heard the whole story, obviously, just his side of it, which is fine. I didn't need to know her side. I didn't even know who she was. I don't know, just have always felt like there's a disconnect within the relationship and there's one side that has strong feelings, Caelan's, and then there was always kind of like a wishy-washy from Cassie, and I don't know, just always feeling like Caelan deserved someone who like was on the same page as him. Caelan's always had hope.
Like, he kept trying to talk to me, but I didn't want to talk to him, so I didn't.
But even when he got back from China, it like restarted, did it not?
China was a tricky situation. I was like, oh, like maybe like I will have feelings for him, maybe I will, like it will work out, you know? And then went to China and then hung out with him a little bit, and then I realized I was like forcing myself to feel a certain way because I feel like everyone thought I should, or it looked really good on paper, you know? When just because it looks good on paper doesn't mean it's right.
I think the best thing you could do for him, and I know it sounds really mean, but it's just to like kind of...
Well, I think when he goes to the Philippines, he's not going to really talk.
But that's what he said when he went to China.
He literally has told me that.
But then he's going to get
so
lonely
many times,
in
then
China.
he'll
Yeah,
reach
exactly.
out, and I'm like,
But a part of
but
me,
he never
if I were
sticks
being
with
honest,
it.
I think deep down this time it's going to stick. I've never seen him this upset about something.
Nobody loves you more than me.
What do you call it when the guys?
What?
When the guys fall down
They
and
flop.
they flop. I hate those floppers.
I never flop.
You have flopped before.
Do you hate it when I do it?
Go, it's your turn.
All right, Grandma. Oh. Why didn't I go like overhead? Because Cassie was there. Yeah, I just feel like I've invested and put a lot of energy into something that didn't work out, so it's better to refocus where I put my time and energy before I leave for a year. Tony was the one draw for me wanting to be there, just because I can only imagine the kind of rambunctious things we would do on the lake. But yeah, my situation just wasn't right.
What's the safe word that I need to use for the boat to stop? Should I use the word nutmeg?
No, just please, if you say
I'll
nutmeg.
yell at the captain nutmeg.
Okay, perfect, you're good. Okay, let's get you the rope. This is gonna be so...
Will I float with this thing?
I love it when it's people's first times. All right, hop on in, bud. Like a little penguin. Okay, here, grab the rope. Hold on to that. Okay, we're practicing now, okay? Knees to your chest. Hold it with both hands. Out in front of you, straight arms. Straight arms. No, okay.
I think I'm right foot dominant.
Good. Okay, let's try it out.
All right.
All right.
Like that?
Perfect. Straight arms, knees in. Ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Twist, 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 twist. Woo! That's perfect. Oh my gosh! Oh, I'm like shocked right now. How in the world? Back. Oh! You literally did a 180. What were you thinking? I love it. I'm shocked right now. Okay. Yeah! Look how he's just going for it.
Is this a good way to spend time together before I leave?
Yes. That's gonna be a sad day, Kay.
I have a question for you.
Oh no. What?
You think I'm gonna find a nice little wife in the Philippines?
No. If they're not blonde, you won't know them.
I don't think that that's necessarily true. I have a type, but it's
Long-legged and blonde.
long-legged. Some
Yeah.
of the blondes I've dated have not been that long-legged.
Thin-legged then.
Maybe that's a little more
Nice
true.
figure.
People are saying I'm too picky lately.
Well, you gotta look at the inner person because looks fade.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So I should date one of these girls that's...
If that's what you want, baby, it's your life. And you know what? It's not a dress rehearsal.
What do you mean?
You gotta do what you gotta do when you gotta do it because you only have one chance.
That is true.
Then we get old and die.
Or you get old and
Senile.
live for a really long time. Like you.
I don't know if he'll settle down soon, but he's gotta outgrow some things and choose a girl that cares about him mostly, that really loves him. His heart is focused on one thing, and he's gotta get over that. It was a little girl, a little blonde girl.
Hi.
Hi. Ooh, what's up?
Not much. What's up with you?
Nothing.
Actually, literally nothing. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm glad that I came, even if Kay isn't here.
I'm glad you came too.
Yeah, and I would have never thought that I would I don't know, be able to just hang out and have a good time with you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, if we're honest. Just my friendship with Kay, Linda mentioned that you have to hear both sides of the story to understand it, and I've only ever heard Caelan's side.
I didn't expect to talk about Caelan with Kendall at all. In this way at least. I didn't know. I always knew I felt tension with his friends. Does he even know that she didn't like me?
I've always thought, and I've always been under the impression that it was like a toying with his heart. I like you, I kind of want this. Okay, no, I don't. Why would we be doing this? And how I started viewing you was well, why is she so unsure? If they like each other, then they like each other. But there's so much more to it that I don't think I fully knew and wasn't informed of.
I don't know. I feel bad because, I genuinely want to be his friend, you know? But then when he, kind of, I don't even think he knows he does it entirely, but, he'll put pressure on me to, feel a certain way because he feels so strongly that way, and he'll be very vocal about it to me. And then I start to feel bad, why don't I feel that way, you know? So then I'm I do care about you, but then it's not enough for him, you know? And then it just lets him down, keeps letting him down.
He just really, and we've talked about this too a lot, he just really needs to heal and move on all on his own without anything, because that is, but I never knew what was going on in your head, because I always, from the way he talks about it, obviously he's gonna say we love and care about each other, and it should just be happening, it should just be working, you know what I mean? But I'm he
still says that to him.
It's exactly, but in your mind it's this but I'm
why
not
am I
there
not
anymore,
fully
I just want
committed to it?
Yeah. See, this is where now I'm feeling terrible, because I just never knew. And I wish that even without knowing, there's no part of me that should be able to say well, from what I know, I can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we
I'm
all
allowed to-
do that to an extent too. Like, it's so easy
it's,
to
like,
like
messed
jump
up
to
and wrong.
conclusions and think that like I'm guilty of that too. So I don't, I'm not mad or anything at you.
I'm just glad that we got to hang out.
I know, me too.
I got to see, like, I don't know. I like weirdly want to cry. Getting to hear more of her side of the story and understand more of where she was coming from, like, I see things a little more clearly. And in no way do I not support Caelan and have his back 100%, like I still do. Caelan is my ¡1. But I also, like, can put bitterness and, like, hard feelings that I may have had for Cassie behind me. When we hand those over to the Lord, we really open up a door for him to bring something beautiful out of a situation we never thought had any good in it.
You know what? I thought today was gonna be horrible since Caelan didn't show up. But you guys.
That was gonna be horrible.
But I feel like I'm gonna leave from this experience gaining something rather than losing something.
3 new friends.
I don't know
I didn't
whether
say
to
friends,
be like.
I just said gaining something.
3 best friends.
My body's jiggling in places I didn't even know I had.
Oh, wow, look at you. Can we just stop and look at it?
All right, ladies, get into your positions.
We should have brought your shirts now.
All right, let's keep going.
My prayer for you the whole time has been that whether it is this relationship or whether ending this relationship, that you would just inquire of God what he says about it. Because it's really no better timing for that to happen than a few days before you go back to playing ball overseas. Like, that's gonna be a time that having something like this attached to your heart and still stringing on is gonna be a nightmare for you.
I'm like shaking, I'm so nervous.
Why are you so nervous?
I just met her right now. I think she's great. She seems super sweet. She's very pretty.
She was pretty.
We're getting somewhere.
I'm unemployed, have minimal savings, and I need to make some money. That's what this whole camp's about. Making money. All right, let's get this camp started.
With who?
With the kids. You just gotta give them a little bit. They're all probably together somewhere.
Starting to question your marketing skills.
Yeah, I got posters up all over the place.